Welcome to my video. This is a test to see how these weld nuts can take as far as torque goes. I'm installing these in my Ford Travel, the bulkhead joint, and I want to be sure that they're going to be able to take the necessary clamping force that I need to ensure that that has a good joint. This is a test bed. It's basically a piece of 3/32 inch square tubing or 13 gauge tubing. And the actual bulkhead material is actually 1/8 inch thick walled tubing. So this is a little thinner. So part of the test is to see whether or not the tube deforms with the torque, and then the other part is to see if the weld nut, caged floating nut, fails. This is a grade 8 automotive bolt here, and if you want to follow this, please feel free to leave comments. In order to follow the directions that I got from American Racing Products, which is known as ARP, I actually have stainless steel 170,000 psi bolts. This particular bolt is not an ARP stainless steel bolt, but it's a grade 8 automotive bolt, and the lube specification torque on a grade 8 automotive bolt, which as far as the tables go, do not specify what kind of lubricant you're using, but using the ARP Ultra Torque lubricant and following the directions, which is to install it on the face of the washer that meets the bolt head and on the bolt threads. And let me put that messy thing back. This is what it looks like. It's in order to get a consistent preload each time you do a torque setting. So I'm going to start at 35 pounds, which is the maximum recommended lube torque according to some of the charts that I looked at on the internet. And so I need to get my hands wiped off. I'll edit this part out. So this is a Craftsman digital torque wrench, so-called digital, and it's pretty good quality, and it's not very old, or it hasn't been used a lot, so hopefully it'll give me a good test. And it's going to click once it reaches the stopping torque. And because it has a lube on it, you ordinarily don't use as much torque as you would if it's dry. Of course, ARP does not recommend using dry torquing on any of their products. And before I risk one of my stainless steel 170,000 psi bolts, I'm just going to try a standard automotive grade 8 bolt. And I see that it doesn't seem to be deforming yet. The cage, on the other hand, is having a hard time holding together. Okay, now the tube is deforming. So in this case, the tube is deforming before the nut fails. That's interesting. And I'm not sure what torque we got to, because I set it for 35 foot-pounds. I'm going to back it off to 25. Actually, it was going the wrong way. Okay, it made 25 foot-pounds torque, but it's already seriously indented the tubing. I will show you. As you hopefully can see that. There's a cross section. And that lube really makes a difference, because I did some dry torque tests before, and it easily got to 35 foot-pounds without doing that. Okay, that's enough for that one.